Hi, I'm Sarah Olea, and I'll be doing my treatment plan assessment. Um, so I am following up on a client who's 10 years old. His name is Ashki Sozi, and he lives in Chinle, Arizona on the Navajo Native American Reservation. He's in fifth grade and he lives with his mom, dad, and three younger brothers. And Ashki, he loves to ride horses. He's involved with archery. He makes jewelry with his mother, and he's very intelligent and very spirit connected to his ancestors. Ashki has a very interesting relationship with his father, since Ashki is the oldest boy and of four boys. His father tends to pick on him the most. Um, and so he's got kind of a strained relationship there. The family does live in poverty, as most Native Americans do. They make 32,000 a year, and his father is employed at a Navajo jewelry art business where he sells artwork, and he's the manager. The community is very close knit, as Native American communities are. They live on a reservation and are kind of all involved in each other's lives. The Navajo Nation, though, is very big, and most live in poverty and are food insecure. So the family relies on Medicaid and SNAP for their insurance and for buying their groceries. Um, in Chinle, Arizona, it's kind of in the very middle of the Navajo reservation. It's very hot and dry in the summer, and it's very cold and snowy in the winter. There are only 13 grocery stores on the reservation, and it is huge. It is 15 million uh, acres. So it's a very large area, and there's only 13 grocery stores, which is important to note. Ashki, his family does not have access to fresh groceries, as the closest grocery store is 35 minutes driving from them. And so they usually rely on like a convenience gas station or fast food restaurant. Ashki was born very healthy, had normal development. Ashki does very well at school. He's an average grade student, but he does very well. He passes his classes. He's not at the top, but he's not failing. 6 months ago, Ashki was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes and is overweight. Um, and there is alcohol present in the home. So some problems that we're seeing with Ashki, as he's 10 years old, he's going to start entering his teenage years. We see that his father is abusive towards him and non-supportive. His father is usually at work or drunk in a bar, and when he's home, he picks on Ashki. So the relationship with Ashki and his father puts a lot of strain on Ashki. Although it doesn't show at school per se, his teachers have noticed that he does come to school with bruises on his arms occasionally. And this is kind of this is problematic for us as social workers, as we see that he's being mistreated. And so treatment for Ashki would be, we would highly recommend that his father is placed in a 12-step program that comes off of his alcohol addiction, and that Ashki himself is placed in mental health therapy and has a counselor that goes over each week with him tools and plans to create a more stable relationship with his father, and as he's living at home and starting his teenage years, how to kind of navigate those challenging times that will be coming, because as he becomes a teenager, he will have more strain with his father and want to resist. So we're trying to avoid that and prevent things from happening. The goal would be that Ashki's family would be able to communicate with each other, and that Ashki would be in a safe environment where abuse does not exist. And the last problem that we've seen in Ashki is that he has type 2 diabetes, as we mentioned, and is overweight. And as a 10-year-old, that puts him on high risk for many, many issues in the near future. In regard to the type 2 diabetes, it also is a problem that his family is food insecure. They lack the resources to have fresh fruits and vegetables in the home. They rely a lot on canned vegetables and foods and convenience foods found outside the home. And so it is problematic because no lifestyle or diet changes have been made since Ashki was first diagnosed with diabetes. And as we know, if you don't change your lifestyle with type 2 diabetes, you can end up losing your life in it, essentially. Ashki has been to the doctors, a clinic, for a foot infection already, for bladder infection, and for feeling fatigued all the time. So our goal with Ashki, with the diabetes and the food insecurity, is that he will have control over his diabetes and his family will gain access to fresh groceries and proper nutrition and health plans.
Hi everyone, my name is Alejandra Ordóñez and I want to introduce my assessment case from Mateo Sanchez. Mateo Sanchez is my client and he is a young boy of 13 years old and he lives in Guayaquil, Ecuador. He is currently facing several significant challenges that requires intervention. I will share his background and the key issues that are affecting him and the plan that I have developed to help him overcome these difficulties. Mateo is an intelligent and eager to learn child who, despite facing many struggles, he's actively engaged in positive community activities. He loves to play soccer, he likes to draw, and he likes to um, help his little sister with the homeworks that she has at school. He and his mother experiences severe financial instability, which has resulted in issues related to family stress, housing insecurity, academic struggles, and mental health concerns. Mateo's mother is his primary support, but due to economic hardship, she is under immense stress, making it difficult for her to provide consistent emotional and material support. These issues has directly impact Mateo's well-being and ability to focus on school. I think that these problems needs to be addressed because um, without a stable housing and secure income, his mother's stress will continue to affect their household dynamics. Also, Mateo's academic struggles, particularly in reading comprehension, put him at risk of failing behind school, which could limit his future opportunities. His mild anxiety, linked to family stress, also needs to be managed to ensure his overall well-being. Addressing these concerns early will help break the cycle of instability and provide Mateo with a better future. The interventions I have for my treatment plan are to address the family and financial stability. He needs to connect the family with financial assistance programs. We can offer financial literacy workshops for the mother and provide stress management resources to help her cope with it. We also can bring academic support to Mateo so he can be in a reading program to provide tutoring and implement reading strategies at home to improve his comprehension skills. Also, mental health interventions. Scheduling regular check-ins with the school counselor, introduce anxiety management workshops, and encourage participation in extracurricular activities to reduce stress. I think that this treatment plan will work because it's designed to address both the immediate and long-term needs of Mateo and his mother. By stabilizing their financial situation, we can reduce stress and improve overall family dynamics. Academic support will ensure that Mateo stays on track in school, giving him confidence and setting him up for future success. Also, by providing mental health resources, we can help him develop coping strategies that will benefit him throughout his life. The combination of practical support, educational assistance, and emotional resilience will create a stable foundation for Mateo's growth and well being. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Israel Nabende, a social worker, and I'm working with my client, and his name is Nambasi Gerard. He's a teenager in a foster care in Muyenga, Kampala, Uganda, under Sanyu Foster Support Network. I just found out about his background, which includes maternal neglect and abuse, multiple foster placements, and a recent probation sentence for marijuana possession and freeing arrest, which was set to end in July this year. Gerard faces several issues like tension with his foster family, especially his foster sister, Elena, academic inconsistency and trance despite a B level potential, weekly marijuana use to cope with the stress and anxiety, and also sleep disturbances. Safety risks from deviant peers and his strengths shine through. His resilience, having adapted to many moves, he enjoys and excels best at basketball. He shows academic promise when he is focused and takes accountability for his mistakes when he realizes. The resources include the foster family probation officer, which is Sarah Chimbugwe, a pediatrician who is a Dr. Tran Mafulu, and also myself, his social worker, Nabende Israel. I identified some problems that really needs attention, and this includes the 5 key intervention. First, the family tension from unresolved trauma and poor communication risks, further withdrawal and placement disruptions. Secondly, academic struggles and threaten his future opportunities. Despite his potential, he struggles for that. And the third, his legal probation status, which carries a risk of consequences if violated or driven by peer influence. The fourth one is marijuana use as a stress coping mechanism. These issues are interconnected and addressing them is very critical. The intervention, I targeted the treatment plan for each tailored intervention for 6 sessions, and I found that Gerard will attend bi-weekly family therapy for 6 months, and also focused on counseling for 3 months process. For legal substance use, weekly probation meetings, monthly drug tests, and also weekly substance abuse counseling. And to address this mental health, there will be a weekly counseling and also skills practice, which will reduce anxiety and improve sleep. Why this treatment plan will work? This plan will succeed because it is evidence-based and leverages Gerald's strength. Family therapy and trauma counseling align with attachment theory, rebuilding trust and communication, which research shows improves foster outcomes. Tutoring and school support tap into Gerald's academic potential with the studies and showing consistent mentoring raises grades and attendance. Probation and substance intervention use cognitive behavioral approaches and proven record and the drug use. While is good at basketball, therapy had while he traces basketball therapy, his passion as a natural stress outlet, like mental health strategies, trauma-focused therapy, and sleeping training are backed up by psychology for reducing anxiety in youth. And finally, the SEFT and social intervention shows draw on social learning theory, which is replacing negative influence with pro-social bonds. And I believe by integrating these Gerard's resilience and interest, the plan ensures encouragement and also sustainable change by this year, September 2025. Thank you so much. This was my intervention plan.